What's up, fellow barbarians? Today I have the start of an endgame bleed build. Right now I'm in Torment 1 and we are doing pretty well. We can crush everything in Torment 1, including tormented bosses. Let's show off that we can actually do Torment 2. Okay, I am going to put on a potion because I want the XP, and these, we don't get gold or anything in here, so I'm not going to put one of these on. So right now we found a Field of Crimson and we are rocking. We don't have too many things masterworked. We don't even have too many things tempered. So my goal is to make Rend and or Flay work on tier 4. I really hope we can do both. There is a chance that only Flay might work on tier 4. We'll have to wait and see. On the developer live stream, they said that pit tier 80 was the, quote, deep end of the pool. But I think if we can do pit 100, that would make me happy. That would say that the build is decent. I do know that the Spiritborn is majorly overpowered. And we are probably going to get some buffs in Season 7.
I need time to do that.
I haven't been able to test too many things at the moment, but I'm very pleased with this build so far, considering it's not done. And we're using the Field of Crimson, which technically is the worst weapon for bleed. I'm definitely going to try Spiritborn a little bit later. I want to do a guerrilla play style. But I had to stay true to the Barb first. Even if I am the only one playing. It's all good. But bleed does seem to be pretty good this season. We did level with Upheaval. We didn't get a Hellhammer though. And Upheaval still seemed a little weak, I'm not gonna lie. Upheaval was always light on the bossing anyway. But it didn't seem to do that well with the bosses still. But I do have plans to make Upheaval work if possible. So with the Fields of Crimson, you're basically a Rupture build with the use of Rend and Flay. I don't think we actually have any temperings for Rend, Rupture, or Flay at the moment. We'll check that just once we're done this dungeon. But we easily killed Beast and Ice, Vershawn, Grigori. I didn't get to try Lord Zir yet. And by the way that we killed, how fast we did kill those bosses, I'm really not too concerned about Duriel. I'm definitely looking for a Ring of the Ravenous from the Beast in Ice. Alright, this pack should be it. There we go. Okay, so Rupture, and you're gonna want to Rend and hit Flay. We do need Flay for the actual Fury. Watch out for those pools. Okay. You cannot get hit by those pools. Those ones right there. Yeah, we gotta move away from those. Those will insta-kill us. And he's dead. Alright, those pools for the boss definitely killed us really fast. Now that we did Torment 2, our armor is reduced and our stats are down. When we go back to Torment 1, these will all bump back up, which I will show in just a moment. The Helm of the Iron Warrior, and in here you want Strength, Max Life, and Armor. I'm not really using any of the runes. Right now I just have, when you cast Evade, it gives you primary resource. I'm not really focused on those right yet. That's kind of the icing on the cake for a build, in my opinion. Then we have the Rage of Hergath. I got lucky and found this in a dungeon. Here we have the Creeping Death. I don't like Creeping Death for bosses. As you see there, it says unstoppable and staggered bosses. We didn't stagger him once and he was not unstoppable at all, which means during that boss fight, Creeping Death did absolutely nothing because he was not crowd controlled either. This is not my favorite aspect for that reason. And here you would want ranks to Rend if you're going to use Rend. And I have, for tempers, Steelgrass stuns, and damage to injured, was actually looking for damage over time. And in the pants, we have the aspect of might with strength, max life, and some lightning resistance. In here, you could put another Steelgrass stuns, and you could put Rend size, and you could put some more resistances as needed. And in the boots, we have the Weapon Master for that additional charge with max life, movement speed, and lightning resistance. And here I would put Rend size and or Steelgrass stuns with some more movement speed. And on our two-hander, we have the Wanton's Rupture with strength, max life, and damage over time. And as you see, we don't have any tempers on this. So we are missing out on a lot of damage with chance for Rend to hit twice, chance for Rupture to hit twice, or cut to the bone. And here we have the Edge Masters. I will be replacing this axe as it doesn't have good rolls on it. I was trying to get damage while berserking, and we did get a low roll of chance for Rend to hit twice. But here you would want strength, max life, and instead of damage, you would want damage over time. Next we have is the Rapid Sword, where our basic skill gets more attack speed. This was just the aspect I have. This is not a final build. This is showing you that even though this build isn't even close to finish, we can still crush Torment 1, and we can almost crush Torment 2. If we had our armor and our resistances capped, that fight would have been a lot easier. And here we only have one rank of Cut to the Bone. And I got lucky and I found a Fields of Crimson. And it has the greater affix on the crappiest thing possible. Our enhanced rupture size can only go to 100%. Because of that, this is the worst one you could get. But that's okay. This is all we have for the moment. Next, we have Loop of the Umbral, and we use this for our Steel Grasp. And as you see, we have the lowest roll with resource generation and damage while berserking. And on here, you want strength, attack speed, and critical strike chance. And for here, we have Intercom with strength, damage, and attack speed with tempers of damage while berserking and resource generation. I would really like this ring to have strength, attack speed, and critical strike chance. Next, this is a pretty awesome amulet, and we have percent to strength, greater effects on attack speed, and a max roll of critical strike chance. Unfortunately, we ran out of tempers. I was looking for damage while berserking on this, and I did need some more resistance, so I put poison resistance on here. Slaking aspect is always a must when you are using Rend. And we use our weapon expertise is two-handed axe. And for the skill tree, we have 3 points in Flay for Battle Flay. We have 7 points in Rend for Violent Rend. We have 2 points in Endless Fury, 1 point in Pressure Point for 3 points to Warpath, 3 points into Belligerence, 3 points into Imposing Presence, 3 points into Martial Vigor, 3 points into Iron Skin for Tactical Iron Skin, 3 points into Swiftness, 3 points into Aggressive Resistance, 3 points into Prolific Fury, 3 points into Pit Fighter, 3 points into Slaying Strike, 1 point into Exposed Vulnerability, 3 points into Rupture for Warrior's Rupture, 3 points into Cut to the Bone, 3 points to Steel Grasp for Fighter's Steel Grasp, 1 point to Thick Skin for 3 points for Irrepressible, and 3 points to Counteroffensive. We have 3 points into Heavy Handed, 3 points into Heavy Hitter, and 3 points into Wrath of the Berserker for Supreme Wrath of the Berserker. We had our final point into Invigorating Fury, and our key passive is Gushing Wounds. If your critical strike chance is not close to 50%, I would suggest taking Unconstrained. Take Unconstrained until you have roughly 40 to 50% critical strike chance, because if not, this key passive won't do anything for you. And for our unfinished Paragon board, in our starting board we have Exploit. Our second board is Decimator, where we put in Disembowel. Our third board is Hemorrhage, where we put in Blood Feeder. And our fourth board is Blood Rage, where we are going to put Ire. And I haven't decided on a final board yet. It's either going to be the Weapon Master board or the Warbringer board. And now that we have left the dungeon, as you can see, our armor is now closer to 1,000, and our resistances are pretty much capped out. Our critical strike chance is 40, but because of Blood Feeder, it will be 50 against bleeding enemies. And that is the starter bleed build for your endgame. This will get you to Torment 1, and this is where you can start farming for some uniques, start farming for some ancestral gear, and get everything geared up so you can push further into the endgame. Right now with the mercenaries, I'm literally just leveling them up to get all these things completed. Once I actually have this build complete, I will show you which mercenaries that I'm using. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.